As the stream title says, we're getting a late start here. I slept in an hour or so. But we're going to get this underway as soon as I can. Don't need those. Of course, I've got to stuff my face here in the opening as well. Okay, let's pop down to where there's some activity, shall we? Who looks like they could use a hand? Well, I guess that's what the DO is for. Let's see if I can locate the DO. Mr. Reynolds will be the DO. Star, are you trying to tell me that Lancer is the people who need a hand? I am being put on Saber. Saber, 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 saber. Here we go.
Daring.
Okay, I think you're good.
Lieutenant Junior, we are
good
requesting
route.
permission to board.
Visual.
Gladly. Also, Tango 04 is kind of suicidal again. Can you get it on a good bearing?
I've got control of it, sir.
Sir, have you ever seen a destroyer play chicken with a minefield?
Weapons, while we're in energy collection,
Times.
you want to go ahead and put some, convert some to torpedoes?
Sorry, that was for the Lancer.
Done, thank you.
No problem.
I missed that.
More targets as well now.
Oh, come on. Tango's-
Why are you turning around like that? That's not what I told you to do.
I believe I picked up one.
He doesn't mean... No, you didn't. It doesn't mean you. He's talking about Tango 04. I think.
Okay. Other computer.
Saber to see. I see reinforcements keep pouring in. I would advise against building anything here for the nearest future.
Understood. We are in a war, sir. We need this
Why are you
station
doing
for
that?
strategic purposes. So please do your best to get the cargo ship over to the designated waypoints and get the
Artemis
personnel out of the life
music is
pods.
normal.
They need to assist in reconstructing the station.
I
Right.
would...
There we go. Fine.
I have every
Nice.
confidence in your ability to take care of the incoming Kralians.
You don't have to lie.
You hear that, sir? They have confidence in you.
More confidence than I have. Saber to Lancer, we are asking another magic trick out of you. Could you please take care of the fleet in Bravo 5?
Saber,
very
this is
least.
Lancer. We're already on it. We're going to try to use this minefield to our advantage.
And why are you not
top
picking it up?
priority is to get them out of the staging area.
I think part of the problem is that we're not using whatever shuttle is normally assigned to Saber. The one we have is named weird.
Confirm, Saber. We're going to draw them
Well,
down
that should
towards
answer your
Charlie
question,
here.
Starry.
I don't think we're going to be able to pick up these pods, sir.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Shuttle, please redock.
moving to redock. My controls are off.
I don't believe it's your fault.
Saber to Lancer. Do you have hard tango on everything here?
That's confirmed, Saber. Everything but the Caltron, Saber, but they're heading towards the minefield. They seem to be circling and doing their own thing.
Alright. I'm assigning you to Bravo 3 Mark 3 to pick up life pods. We have a misnamed shuttle. We can't pick up the pods. Alright. Move us to Bravo 5. Oh, come on!
We've got something moving in fast.
Yes, full stop. Identify target in Bravo 3... Oh, sorry. Identify
Scanning
target,
now.
Bravo 3-6, and engage.
Yes, sir.
We have
coming
scanned the
down.
filer.
Getting
I prefer the
second
target.
scan.
Engage, Delta 2.
Nice, sir. Incoming drone.
Drone
Ship
first.
has
Yeah,
warp, teleport, drones, and anti-torpedo.
That'll be fun.
Saber, this is CIC. Be advised, we
Hey,
just
Noah,
received
target.
word
Person
that
maneuvering.
Power
Pod
names.
3 has
Pipe down, please.
Commander
We have,
Matzian's cousin aboard. Please be sure it gets rescued.
Sorry, say again.
Please be sure that Life Pod 3 gets rescued in particular because it has Commander Matzian's cousin aboard.
Well, I'm afraid we'll never know now. Sorry. Oh, wait. Are we crashed?
No, we shouldn't be.
Weapons is still firing. I
Helm
do
is
need
still
more
maneuvering.
beams.
Never mind that. All right. Where's the transport?
It's actually me,
The
Starry.
transport arrived at
Target
waypoints.
destroyed.
All right. Bravo 3 Mark 2, please.
I can fix some of this.
Does the shuttle have to redock every time?
Yes, sir, it does. Should we go help the Lancer?
We're kind of useless here.
Saber to Lancer, we're taking over your business. We need you to pick up the remaining life pods.
No, we don't have any mines. Never mind.
That's correct.
What do we have?
Pretty much nothing.
We have 1 EMP and a few homings, I believe.
Yeah, well, we have 2 EMPs, 10 P shocks, and some torpedoes.
I'm really bad at using P-Sharks.
Incoming drone. And it looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Alpha fleet is coming towards us. Oh, hey, the
Alright.
station's back up.
Congratulations. We have the personnel, we have the equipment. The station has been reestablished.
Sir, if we dock back up, we can get ordnance.
Do they have
Right,
any
that's-
ordnance?
Make it so.
Boost maneuvering.
Finding
Dock with
out.
Charlie 6-3.
Boosting maneuvering.
I can't
Good at
believe they're
maneuvering.
running away from these Gralians when they still have torpedoes and
They've got
shocks.
ordnance, alright.
Energy at 70.
Saber to Lancer, feel free to sneak in a quick pit stop if you're able to. Station is back up, by the way.
Standing by.
We are now docked.
I now have 2 nukes aboard. Mines are still loading. I have 4 mines now. Ordnance is capped.
Alright. A single drone needs destruction in Alpha 4 Mark 9.
Lancer, we are energy green. We're just ordnance amber. We're going to...
CIC to Saber. Reinforcements have arrived.
Do you have any
If
preference
you will
to let those in the
rendezvous in
tubes?
sector Delta 4, we will put you on automated systems to return.
Copy that. What about the remaining life pods?
The arriving fleet's going to take care of them.
Sector 4 will
Copy
be an
that.
alpha transition.
Nothing
Alright,
like a little
can you
Deus Ex
confirm we have
Machina.
Tango on the Alpha fleet right ahead of us?
Hell, we do not have Tango
But
currently.
we are not averse if Perseus wants to go get one more.
Okay.
Now we have Tango.
Should we do an Echo Terran on our way out?
Lancer's doing a great job rounding a couple of
No.
fleets up.
Just follow us. Just skim past them. We're gonna rendezvous in Bravo 1. Saber
Aye,
to
sir.
Lancer, disregard the life pods. We're gonna rendezvous in Bravo 1 for extraction.
Sir,
John.
they were requesting we go to Sector 4. That's going to be an alpha transition.
Indeed.
Why?
Drone
Eh,
destroyed.
I'm just going off of what they told us.
X to
They
confirm.
told us.
They told us. Command told us.
Yeah, I'm completely out of it.
This makes you eminently qualified to captain.
Alpha 4?
Why are we not killing this
Which
Krallian?
Alpha? Please.
Kill it!
The alpha line. Alpha 4 would work fine.
Kill it!
Saber to Lancer, disregard the previous order. We're going through the Alpha line.
Lancer must be terribly frustrated with the orders they're receiving. Some of them not.
Alright, I think the enemies are at the... Yes?
Helm, you're going towards the mines. We want bearing 000.
Yeah, 000 will do fine now.
Nice, sir.
We started in Sector 8, we moved to Sector 9,
Yes, they have.
Atlantis system.
I don't care anymore. I really don't.
Yeah, me neither. I think I'm gonna
Answer
go
to
sleep
Pink
after
try to
this.
thread the needle.
Yeah, I'm taking the Latin now. I've had enough of this.
Lancer, this is Saber. We have recalibrated
Well, this
our
looks a mess.
sensors and we no longer read those life pods. Therefore, we're going to cycle our airlocks just because we didn't have any pass.
You're gonna cycle the airlocks. Will there be personnel in there?
No, it's okay. We'll do it all.
Successful mission. Please stand down for 10 minutes and then we will meet again for briefing
Successful.
in the mission briefing room.
How's
Don't forget to debrief your crews.
I mean,
Saber to
depending on
Lancer,
the
I will
mission
not be
objective.
interrupting you. Go ahead with debrief. Alright, time for debrief. You all did great.
Woohoo!
Also, I love the relic voice, but when I hear it,
Yeah,
I
Relic,
thought of this-
you're rewarded with a liter Smirnoff.
No, I thought of this voice in the YouTube video that I posted.
This is my voice.
I'm not.
A level 20 monk.
Level 20 what?
Stepping away briefly.
No, I would like to ask you for feedback. A part of me don't want to, of course, but I feel obliged.
Are you talking to me, sir?
I don't understand what's going on anymore. Where were we supposed to go after this?
This is a 10-minute break, so I think we'd be safe moving up to the galley.
Let's go
Everyone else has
galley.
moved to the galley, so
All right, we have a 10-minute break.
Aye, aye.
And galley. Oh, fuck my life.
Were you having fun, Hapstein?
No. Well, yes.
10-minute break, people. Well, hey, at one point Donovan lost TeamSpeak connection and was talking to himself for about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's where you were regarding orders.
Yep, that's why it was me that responded that time.
That's a very convenient excuse.
He was wondering. He still had his Artemis connection, so he's wondering why. Oh, here he is. He was wondering why no one was answering him.
Just kept talking and giving orders. And you guys, for the most part, were following them. It was the strangest thing.
Even the mine drop?
Well, the mine drop, that's where it started to get a little freaky because I wanted to actually close the distance between us and the fleet and drop it before they had time to rebuild their shields.
That mine drop was a pure mic drop.
Yeah,
Oh.
we have a mine on Lancer now. Oh, mine.
So,
It's my
Sonic live action movie.
Oh no! Seriously?
What? Haven't you heard?
No.
Oh, it looks so stupid. There's only one teaser poster for it, but it's a very furry Sonic sitting with his back against the camera, of course, and he has his shoes. You know how when you have shoes and you don't have pants or anything, you look even more naked. That's basically it.
Were Slate and Belcon put on latrine duty or something on Saber?
Something like that. I got the impression that Slate was on weapons, so yeah, she was on latrine duty.
I wonder if I'm actually supposed to be in the command and control deck right now, but
They didn't give us orders to that. I went to the senior officers boardroom thinking that they'd show there, but nobody ever came.
I'm not sure if I want to poke my nose in there right now.
Oh, Donovan, you weren't on Channel Commanders. It's a 10-minute break. Restarting at 25 minutes past the hour.
Oh. I should probably rejoin Channel Commanders. At 20 past the hour, you said?
25 past the hour.
25. Okay, I'm going to be AFK.
"6 minutes to while away, which will soon turn into 16 minutes, I can be sure." What to do, what to do, what to do. Should at least leave a simulation running so I can play blackjack in the meantime.
But you've got a DO that'll send everyone to the mission briefing room at the time so that the senior officers go, oh, they're all waiting for us.
Punctuality is a virtue.
Has anyone considered just running a run-of-the-mill sim during these breaks, just to keep people occupied who don't need to walk away from the computer?
Well, it's a 4-hour session, so breaks are probably. I would be in favor of cutting the shifts down to 3 hours, actually.
That's beyond the scope of the issue. As many people well know, the breaks have a tendency to run away with themselves, and a lot of people are just left here twiddling their thumbs. I figure a unofficial sim can fill the dead space. Participate if you want. If you don't, don't.
What about that either?
Sometimes there's fleet news in these breaks, but not this time.
Hmm. Well, looks like I have some catching up on Discord to do.
Quiet bunch today.
A meeting.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's what I was looking for.
Wah, wah.
I could go get my harmonica again.
Only if you give it a buzz. You did say
I can
harmonica,
turn on
right?
my annoying 12-year-old filter.
I demand bagpipes.
Be careful what you wish for.
I don't have bagpipes. I have a chanter somewhere, a practice chanter, but I haven't actually used it that much.
Bagpipes is the only thing that's worse than Attack of the Clones.
Hey, careful you.
Well, maybe The Last Jedi.
Them's fighting words.
I think I'm gonna be sleeping in 30 minutes. I'm shutting down the client.
So what you're saying is you're on fleet command again?
What?
You said you're
Yeah,
going to
I
be
can-
sleeping in 30 minutes, so you're going to have fleet command again?
I can command while I sleep. Obviously. Listen to me, you hero. You can. I'm not exactly eloquent tonight.
I see.
The senior officers are wondering where everybody is. They're awaiting folks in the briefing room.
Oh, really?
Got a lot of orange people.
Let me make that a little better.
The urge to say Orange Man bad.
Happened.
Hey, we are here.
Looks like all of us.
Right. Been taking stock of our current situation and what's happening. I believe we've got several reports to go over.
I believe that's correct, Fleet Captain. Mr. Donovan, would you like to begin?
Yes, sir. The condition aboard our ships is continuing to degrade. The Denabite continues to degrade, and we're experiencing minor fluctuations and malfunctions that are increasing in severity. We've replaced some of the degraded material using the Ulukai Denabite that we seized last shift. However, their refining practices don't meet the enrichment levels that we use. It will either require further refinement, or we're going to be stopping to replace our Denabite more frequently. The local asteroids do have traces of Denabite, but the veins that our sensor buoys are detecting are very low grade. The ore is going to require major mining and refinery, and I don't believe we have the sufficient time, equipment, and personnel to do so.
Thank you, Lieutenant Commander. Mr. Hall, do you have an update on shipyard operations?
This I do, Commander. Our operations aboard the shipyard have been stabilized with restricted emissions being covered by the shelter of the low albedo asteroid field we are currently present in. However, there is a bit of trouble on this front. It should come as no surprise to many of you that our operating space here is limited without access to a fully operational deep space station. Our rank and file crews have been hot sharing communal spaces, and we've been restricted to shipboard facilities for far longer than operations standards in the TSN would generally permit, but given our situation, we have no alternative. Needless to say, morale is certainly beginning to wear here. And, hold on a second, I've got a priority message coming in here.
Okay. While Lieutenant Commander Hall deals with that, Lieutenant Commander Vaj, did you have an update from ONI for us?
Yeah, we've been working hard on trying to figure out these Ulukai translations that we've been getting. We know they're a lot like Gralian, but we're trying to figure out all the nuances between the differences between the two. So please relay any and all intercepted Ulukai messages to ONI so that we can work on improving the translator that we've been developing. Additionally, we should soon have area and high discrimination sensor sweeps available. The science vessel refit is nearly complete, so we should have system tests underway soon. We'll keep you updated on that.
What do we know about the disposition of the Ulukai force in this area, Commander Armand?
It's, yeah, from the reaction to our incursion into Yokoa 17, it seems like the Ulukai are there in force, and also the core word, and possibly spin word, so, since we're a little boxed in, may want to take a route to trailing word.
Okay, so send Horizon out point and see if anything's trailing word. If it blows up, we know not to go there.
I have some final details to disseminate.
Carry on, Hal.
The first isn't actually too critical, but Jordan Commander Patrick Cal asks if we can keep our eyes peeled for a spare luxury liner. She's indicated that she wouldn't mind a dip in a pool and a strut on a promenade deck, although I see no way that we can satisfy that request at this time. Also, on a more serious note, helm officers, pilots, remember that docking lights are still currently disabled aboard the shipyard, so on any final approaches or exits, you are to use instrument flight rules, and make sure that you conform to the statutory speed limit of 1/4 impulse within the exclusion zone.
I think crews are getting rather annoyed at the docking arms being struck by the sides of our ships. Okay, I think the best bet will be to look at scouting towards trailing where the Ulukai forces are. At the lowest looks a bit. Lieutenant Junior's answer, I believe you were looking into details of putting together an operation for us.
That is correct. I assume that you were, like you said, you're going to be scouting trailing, looking for better Denabite, and dropping a sensor buoy or other equipment to assist in the search for Denabite.
As long as CIC have managed to do their job and load them onto the ships.
Yes, that part's been done.
Alright, in that case, we will be taking Saber, Horizon, and Viper. They've got a greater capacity to be able to carry these sensor buoys. And we want to keep the Lancer close by for any short-range intercepts. Is there anything else we need to go over before we launch? Commander Matsi and Commander Aramond?
I think we should send a formal note of commendation to Patra Kal for her studies in Terran language and culture. I think she might be developing a sense of humor.
Really? I didn't realise Jordan's had a sense of humor.
That's funny.
Nor I. No, nothing else, sir.
Alright, excellent. Commander Aramond, Commander Batsian, take command of your ship's duty officer. You may have to do a little bit of rearranging for crews. I'll be commanding TSN Saber. I believe that gives us a crew of 5 and 2 crews of 4.
Fleet captain, a couple of officers have indicated that they will have
Carrier.
to go to other duties during this next mission, so we may end up short crewed.
Carrier!
Dio, can you establish the numbers and work out whether we can afford to accrue a third ship?
I think we're going to have 13 officers active.
Yeah, we did count.
That's with one away at CIC.
Well, Slate just came back.
Yeah, I think we'd already counted.
Yeah, but I have to depart earlier.
Yeah, Slate's one of the departures.
So that potentially puts it down to 12.
And still 13.
We had... Let's have a look. Commander Araman, Commander Maxine, head down to your ships and I'll start looking at it from here.
Aye, aye.
Aye, sir.
We can rearrange as it becomes clear.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're assigned to the Horizon Viper or Saber, if you head down there now.
Give me.
And I was getting really happy messing with people. Or at least just the one ensign, but it was enough.
Wait, what? Why are you Aramond? You were Relic not too long ago.
Yeah, well, then Xavier wanted me to come back as Aramon, so, you know. I'm disappointed as well. I really don't think we can run 3 ships anyway.
Agreed.
Requesting permission to come aboard, sir?
Welcome aboard, Ensign. Although, we'll see how things go.
Is it written somewhere in TSN regulations that you can't impersonate a superior officer? Because you could just be Relic impersonating Aramond.
Okay, one, I'm not even friends with that guy. And two, I'm pretty sure if someone impersonated me, I'd need to have a long and drawn-out talk with them.
Duel to the death?
Permission to come aboard?
Welcome aboard, Ensign.
How long will it take for him to notice I've changed my name to Arismond?
Damn it, Yui!
That was a little less time than I was expecting. Oh, didn't input the bar. There's the bar. Starry is correct. The phrase, I'm not even friends with that person, should have also been in Relic's accent.
Right. Anyway, I'm getting reports from some of our crew that those diagnostics aren't exactly complete, so we can't pull Horizon out for now. I need to go yell at someone. Unfortunately, I am going to need to disseminate 3 of you to the other ships. I do apologize for throwing people all over the place. So let's see here. Yui, if you wouldn't mind reporting down to Viper.
Vapor. They are Vapor. Lieutenant Junior, you are reporting.
Welcome aboard, Lieutenant.
Permission to come aboard?
Permission granted, Ensign Ben.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, 6 people. Oh, but Sleet's observing.
Yeah, so we have 5. Saber has 6.
Saber has. If Relic will be on Saber, then yeah.
Permission to be an observer, sir.
Ship 3 is configured.
There's so many people watching, I'm not sure I can handle the pressure.
Permission to come aboard?
Good golly, Draco, if you're gonna watch, you should watch from my stream. I needs viewers!
Very good. So, Commander Vaj, you were planning to be in engineering?
Well, if we've got this many crew, I'll be happy to sit back and take comms.
Very good. Ziff, you're on weapons as usual, yes?
Roger that.
Or would you prefer science?
No, weapons is fine. Thank you.
Okay. Ben, you're the only designated primary helmsman.
Aye, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Vaj, where can we best make use of the others? So we have Ziff on weapons, Ben on helm.
Yui, how do you feel about taking engineering?
Engineering is my secondary. You will find yourself not burning out dam guns all the time, but nonetheless quite hot.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
Does that leave science open for Mr. Relic?
I believe it does.
Very good. Get to your stations, please. Let's run a station check.
Bye, sir.
TSN Viper.
Helm is standing by.
TSN Viper, reporting once you're ready to go.
Underway. Stations check in progress.
Weapons.
Wonderful.
Engineering.
Ready to heat things up.
And please set your uniform, Yui. Science.
Standing by.
Comms is ready, and I've got a fighter prepped as well. Ship is yours, sir.
Sorry, I've got to keep the dam cons fresh.
Thank you.
We thaw them out as we need them.
Observers, sing out if you see anything wrong.
Yep, I have all of a couple of minutes.
That's a lot of singing we're going to have.
Command console cycling. Very good.
How is it possible that I am the hottest
TSN
engineer
Sabres,
besides
TSN
you?
Viper, standing ready to strike.
TSN Viper, that is confirmed. Command and control, we are ready to go.
Ship systems initializing.
Helm is online.
Just going by the
Letting
presets
him
that
be.
everyone else has submitted. I just know a great number of people set up
Loaded.
presets to not generate heat whatsoever, and they just run with those instead of
Command
letting the
console's
heat
coming
come up
online.
at some rate.
Communications relays protocol positive. Awaiting sensor update.
Comm systems were operational.
Doors to manual and cross-check.
Slate, see if you can find any lemon-scented paper napkins.
Okay. Here, I was going to offer to slice my wrist so you didn't need as much coolant, but
Oh,
Report to the MO.
sensors updated.
That's quite a nice formation.
TSN Viper, this is TSN Saber.
One of them's just disappeared.
TSN Viper, this is TSN
It's just a Jordan stealth.
Or it may have redocked at the shipyard.
Captain Saber's communicating with us rather faint.
I've noticed that. Try adjusting the gain on your
TSN
channel.
Viper.
Viper, acknowledging.
TSN Viper will stay in a loose formation. That way we can scout the area clearer. Loose formation means you can go to 20k away from Saber.
Acknowledge, 20k. Helm, copy that.
Yes, sir. We'll be taking the front then.
let's wait till we get positional orders. I assume we're about to head. Briefing was we're going to scout to trailing. So I'm expecting a transition through the 5 line.
Yes, sir.
I thought 5 line was spinward.
That's a lot of equipment deployed
Comms,
locally.
taunt, random ships. Okay. Nope. Trailing is indeed to the east.
Well, at least we know we have cruisers to spare.
It would be best if we help them to stay alive.
Yeah. Let's form up on Saber. Position us 20 clicks to trailing of Saber, please.
Approximate bearing 079.
Yes, sir. 079.
Echo 5 Mark 1.
Did I miss an element of briefing? Were we expecting the whole Hjordan squadron to be out and moving?
They're either moving or they might also be defending the space dock.
Let me know when we're 20k away from Saber, please.
Copy that.
For reference, an entire subgrid is approximately 20k.
7k out.
User disconnected from your channel.
Who's having bridge comms problems?
Slate.
Slate, okay.
Right, we've reached there. Got the bearing 040.
I-040.
Stay
Slate
on Saber's right flank.
Slate reports that she's gone to help the Damcon crews. If we get her killed, she's going to come back and haunt us.
Aye, aye.
Good to know.
Actually, what they're probably doing is conducting shipyard maneuvers in preparation for a migration so that they're familiar with the operation, because the shipyards don't move that often.
Command and Control, we're now heading to trailing.
Nice wheel, Helm.
Command, we're requesting that any areas of interest identified from sensor readings are highlighted using waypoints.
Yeah, Mr. Vouch, stand by for shuttle ops. We may, I know we've been requested to put out additional sensor equipment.
Roger that.
Now, I'm excited by this because I was off shift the last time the division came through here. Sector transition in progress. Sensor updates pending. Yeah, lay us in a course for Charlie 3 Mark 7, please.
Yes, sir. Charlie 3 Mark 7.
Oh, actually, stay parallel with Saber. I thought she was headed further to Corwood.
TSM Viper move into grid Delta 3 Mark 2.
Delta 3 Mark 2, aye.
Moving into Nebula.
Give us a boost engineering, please.
Shuttle systems are operational.
Maximum warp.
7,000 out.
We're now in Delta 3 Mark 2.
Standing down from max
Saber,
warp.
this is Viper, position occupied.
Confirm Saber, communicate with Command and Control to effect the deployment of sensor relays.
Yep, we need an engineering team.
They're on their way.
Viper to CIC. we're preparing an engineering team to deploy a sensor buoy.
Roger that. Both ships will need to deploy twice, simply because with fewer ships in the fleet and the sensor buoys in parts, they'll need to put them together.
Understood. I'll relay to Saber.
Launching shuttle.
Sorry, understood. I'll relay to Saber. Saber, CIC is indicating that because of the state of inventory on the sensor buoys, they'll require additional configuration. Can you spare a second engineering team, please?
Way ahead of you, Viper.
Charming.
First engineering team deployed.
Thank you. Come back to the barn.
Going to engage fuel collectors while we're waiting.
Yep. Keep us moving clear of the RV to make it easier for Proteus.
Yep, moving us in reverse.
I will admit, I'm not listening all that much. I'm just...
Keep your eyes peeled for any other activity.
not paying any attention to what the rest of the crew is doing. I'm just sitting here playing blackjack until something worthy of my attention happens.
My apologies.
Boost sensors, please.
Sensors hot.
Single Ulikai cruiser.
I'm experiencing a total...
Command, we're requesting open channel to communicate with Ulikai. This is Fleet Captain Xavier. We are scouting for energy reserves. We will attack.
I took away a coolant for you, Starry.
In defense of ourselves.
I think he's subconsciously trying to translate into Kralian even in his English. We will attack defensively. Yeah, I'm experiencing a sensor dropout. I'm going to cycle this console.
Full functionality on mine, so...
Any response, CIC?
Comms, keep an eye out for texting communications in case there's a kind of disruption in vocal.
There's only one ship. I don't think we need sensors anymore.
Cruiser's still moving at full impulse.
Okay, sensor mapping re-established. Looks like they're still keen to make our acquaintance. Or rain on our parade.
It's not a strong ship. I don't know what they'd be trying to do.
Maybe it's a scout for the main fleet?
Perhaps, if it was only a scout.
I do that on...
there'd be no reason for it to be getting this close.
On occasion. Usually I don't want to turn things all the way off, but...
Well, maybe it's having trouble discriminating on sensors. We are in a nebula.
Could always flash our IFS.
TSN Viper,
really
follow up with
obvious.
TSN Saber.
Helm, make that so.
014.
I will often turn the beams off and use that as a mode of coolant while leaving the coolant in another system that we're still using.
10k out.
They can't possibly be planning to attack
7K.
when there's just the one of them, surely.
See, that's why I'm worried right now. There might be something more that our sensors aren't picking up.
I wonder if they're actually an EW craft.
All crew, keep eyes out of the windows just in case.
Putting my eyes out the windows now, sir.
Cruiser 11 kilometers out.
We could send a probe towards the Alpha line.
That's a thought.
Can we put
Saber,
the
this
rest
is
of us
Viper.
in the ship
Is
or
that
not? I don't know what you're talking
Cruiser
about.
some kind of electronic warfare platform? Is she shielding a bunch behind her? Is it worth launching a probe?
TSM Viper, move around into grid Bravo 2, see if you can see anything directly.
Bravo
No
2,
contacts, Alpha 3.
Laying a course
Big
for Bravo
fleet.
2.
Nice, sir. Bravo 2.
Power with the sensors, please.
Viper, deploy your shuttle immediately to get the engineering crews off. Continue scouting into Bravo 2.
Comms officer, shuttle ops. Pronto, please. Engineering crew pickup.
Got a lot more Ulikai
Roger that.
ships.
Yeah, bring us to Bravo 2 Mark
Viper
3.
will get rendezvous point 3. We need you on rendezvous point 4.
Acknowledged. Viper to rendezvous for 4.
Bravo 2 Mark 3, aye.
Yeah.
Shuttle is ready to launch.
Launch approved.
Viper, scout those enemies.
Okay, Helm, I want to fly by, don't get within, so stay Gamma 2, head corewards, please.
Lieutenant Commander, I have secondary cons.
Acknowledge, Mr. Relic, thank you. Yep. Hard to starboard, let's not get trapped by anything coming in behind us, and move down to Bravo 3 Mark
I see
6.
launch.
Yes, sir. Bravo
That's
3 Mark
that's
6.
affirmative. Scanning now.
Trap a mine.
Prepping.
Hold here.
Nice, sir. Holding here.
Mine ready.
No, we seem to have lost their interest. That's interesting.
They interest you with their lack of interest.
Yep.
Incoming drone.
I see it, thank you.
There's simply no reason to be that hot.
Viper, report.
We've got initial scans on all identified contacts. We're looking through them for force composition details. We thought we detected a fighter launch, but it didn't pick up on us. We've got a battleship heading our way.
7K out. Not. It has cloak though.
The captain's
That's
intent
interesting.
is not clear to me.
Dreadnought.
Cloak and
Saber,
some
this
of
is
that
Viper. We're
torpedo.
detecting some advanced technology on some of these vessels.
It's nearly decision time.
4,000 baht.
Confirm we can see in some 5 with a cloak.
Yes.
Alright, Viper, we're gonna come and join you. We'll try and break up this enemy fleet. We'll go with formation Echo and Foxtrot if you can tie up the main enemy fleet.
Shields up.
Target ahead, the Alpha Alpha.
Comms, see if you can obtain the interest
Offset.
of the main fleet.
Am I allowed to engage, sir?
Yes.
Peak beams.
Delta 2.
Yes, sir.
Go manual.
Viper's engaging the picket and attempting to obtain the interest of the main fleet.
So
Engineering teams are aboard.
We're getting a garbled message from the shipyards. Something unusual. That's all I can make out.
Thank you. Saber, this is Viper. We're receiving garbled comms from the shipyard. Suggest we break off immediately.
TS and Viper, can you have Odysseus assist the Proteus find their rendezvous point with the engineers?
Copy that.
Fighter surrendering. 4K out.
Odysseus, can we help Proteus find the last team of engineers?
These ships approaching have massive weapon arcs. They are
Target
rangers.
Right. Break
Target
off.
ahead,
Gamma
Bravo,
2,
Bravo.
bearing 180.
Nice, sir.
Let's pick up our
180
shuttle.
Going to pick him up.
Saber, we're moving into proximity. Last engineering team is picked up. We're moving into proximity to proceed to expedite recovery of the shuttles. Permission to head for rendezvous with the shipyard.
Season Viper rendezvousing with Charlie 1 Mark 1.
Shuttle is
Charlie 1 Mark 1.
We're not doing a
Al,
lot
make it
here.
so.
Yes, sir.
Best speed engineering. And then go to silent running. Viper moving to silent running in an attempt to confuse the enemy. Well done, engineering.
I really need to fix my.
If there is an issue, we'll need to clean it up quick before those follow us home.
Fix my
We
power
want to get the
cut.
shipyard out of sight again.
Sector transition.
So I assume we're status green everywhere with an EMP and a mine in the tubes?
Kilo Echo 1 confirm.
Copy that, tactical.
Are we maintaining silent on this side?
Probably best to rendezvous as quickly as possible.
Sir, I'm getting no
Maximum
reading
warp.
of our shipyard or
Understood.
our allied ships.
Well, they could be hiding. They could be lying.
There they are.
I'm getting some strange readings on my console. Anyone else?
Yes, I'm seeing a radiation count on mine.
That's
Season Viper
affirmative.
move immediately to the shipyard.
Copy that. Shipyard, please. Best speed.
Yes, sir. We're going through some nebula.
Can you skip around? Never mind.
The hell?
My helm screen just went black.
Same with science. Lost the readings.
Yeah. And the
We
relative
are
bearings have gone mad.
15%, 20% radiation and climbing.
Yeah, copy that. I'm thinking it's interfering with my sensor readings.
Sensors are blind, sir. I have no idea where we are.
Helm is also blind. I'm at full stop at the moment.
Is the GM going to be aware that this is happening if we don't tell
Can
him?
we try a cycle of the sensors?
I don't think that will work.
Sensors senselessly power cycled.
It was worth a shot. And that's a crash. We were at 50% radiation.
Starry is indicating from beyond that this is a known bug that occurs sometimes when black holes are spawned in.
I was kind of hoping that was a IC thing.
That's a shame, isn't it? If you can't spawn black holes, you know.
Well, we know it's not consistent though because we saw the simulation using black holes and radiation points.
Right.
Let's see. I suspect
It'll
the
be
radiation
back up
just
and
messed
running.
up.
We spawned in as the wrong ship.
Confirmed. Everyone did because nothing's been set up.
I'm looking at this comms message, Saber
Yep,
to
CIC's
Alpha
working on it.
9-6. There are no
Didn't
posted
realize it was a full
territorial
server
markers and no
crash.
bases. We don't recognize your claim, etc. And I can't help but wonder, are there no posted territorial
isn't,
markers
exactly.
because we're so deep inside their territory they don't think they should need them?
Okay, try connecting terminals and setting up the ships. Oh, there we go. Systems coming back online.
Helm is online.
Engineering online.
Science online.
Once we're up, please stand by for sensor update.
Any ordnance requests apart from the usual EMP?
No, not at present.
Starry, you think this is Hermes that stopped it? Needed to be
Actually,
reset.
All
I'll take
ships,
that.
it looks like that radiation source has caused a major
I'm
malfunction
struggling with
in
your
our
lack of
sensor system.
punctuation.
Coupled with Denobite
Where does
degradation,
one-
it's not helped the situation.
Where does one
Stand
thought
by
end
while
and a next begin?
Sensors are being updated as they cycle. Report
let's
your
load.
location to Command and Control. TSN Sabre located in grid Charlie 3 Mark 5.
But yes,
We're
I did
in
notice
Delta
your
3,
application is in
Mark
use
3
to
when
reset the
systems
names.
went down, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Approximately.
Yep. CIC TSM Viper was in Delta 3 Mark 3.
Uh-oh.
Will you give me a different ordnance request before the fleet captain started talking?
Yes, please. Load a P-Shock in the second one in case we
P-Shock.
need a ship. In case we need a quick ship kill near the shipyard. Yeah, that radiation really did a number on our systems. Running diagnostics.
There we go.
Loaded.
TSM Viper is obtaining partial connection to CIC, running diagnostics. Comms.
Command and Control TSN Sabre was located in grid Charlie 3 Mark 5.
Oh, looks like actually during the blackout, the shipyard pulled us in.
Oops. Yeah, that's not what I want.
Well, that's nice of them.
Pulled us in at an awkward spot, though.
Yeah, Saber looks like our sensors are showing that the shipyard pulled us in while we were in blackout. Looks like Saber's fully docked and is running diagnostics.
Do 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 do. Starry, actually what seemed to be occurring
I recommend
was
another
after they resumed the
reboot.
simulation, I couldn't use any of my presets and they didn't seem to be taking effect, so I cycled my client and came back to find myself on defensive maneuver, which is kind of strange because the buttons I was pressing were for low power mode. So that was a really interesting hiccup to witness. I don't know if that happened to everyone or just me.
Yeoman, could you run diagnostic test 4, please, on the beam emitters? Yeah, test 4. The one that says gin on it. Yes.
I don't know, that could be a slow operation.
It certainly hasn't happened to me before.
On the other hand, it'll be a tonic for the crew to see something happen.
Oh god, I wish I'd never bothered. I'm so sorry, everyone.
What have you done?
I missed the wordplay of the captain, I have to say.
It'll be alright as long as emitter number 4 is not some sort of lemon.
I use a citrus-based power cell to power the beams.
What, like school science projects where you stick a couple of bits of metal in an orange to generate a current?
Exactly.
Jesus, no wonder we're not flying very well.
Hey, when Denabite gets really low. When life gives you lemons, generate electricity.
We are at 8K low vis.
I do wonder whether with the power generated from lemons for the beams, we might be better just throwing the lemons at the enemy rather than using powder weapons.
Sensors max stable.
Thank you.
All Damcons with cricket or baseball experience, please report to Torpedo Tube 3.
Torpedo Tube 3. Looking for it on the ship schematic.
Okay, think we may have some idea what's going on. So we're getting sensors disrupted. We've had severe systems disruptions, and I suspect it was a radiation overload. Did I just see a flash of a hostile sensor buoy in the center of the system?
Sensors have been up.
Charlie 3 Mark 5.
Saber, this is Viper. We're experiencing massive sensor disruption that seems to be a result of that initial radiation pulse. Not sure, we may have caught a glimpse of some kind of hostile sensor platform in Charlie 3.
Confirm, Viper. Viper, move immediately to secure Bravo 28 Ingrid Echo 3. Want to make sure that the shipyard is protected. TS and Saber is going to move into grid Charlie 3 to investigate. Helm.
Bearing 220, 60K out.
We're gonna go somewhere to investigate Helm.
No, I think that was an accidental comms transmission off their own.
Going through some nebula if we can get some boosted.
It's always nice to pretend it's deliberate.
Yep. So let's move into close escort for the shipyard. Make sure nothing's threatening her. With all this
40K.
EM soup going on, hopefully she won't be detected by anybody else.
30.
What happened to the escort ships?
They're probably redocked. I mean, they're not normally
10K.
out. We've been running them,
7K.
trying to minimize their systems load.
To report.
Why is the engineering... Engineering console crashed.
System went down.
That's a crash.
We're taking damage.
What?
Engineering console crashed,
TS
as I
and Viper
said.
report. Have you managed to make contact with the shipyard?
Helm crashed.
Science back online.
I've got contact re-established.
Yeah, we have Horizon in Alpha 5 Mark 3.
That's a sensor glitch.
Mm-hmm.
Helm is back online.
Command, we've got Charlie 1-8. Looks like a communications relay. Is that one of ours that's being commandeered?
That is not our relay at all.
Confirm, Command. I'm going to take it offline.
Okay, let's keep an eye on this. Let's run a 20k perimeter around Bravo 28.
Nice, sir. Does that include going through the asteroids?
Take us to Echo 4 Mark 1.
I would UE,
and
but
then circle to port.
yeesh. I would start,
TSM
but
Viper, we're still reading
I'm having issues
messages
with one of my
from
consoles.
Okay. Scout areas Delta 2 through Echo 4. See if you can identify anything within close proximity of the shipyard.
Delta 2 through Echo 4. Load a probe, please.
Aye, aye. Unloading P-Shock.
Recommend you destroy that comms buoy because it's not ours.
Wouldn't be better hacking into it? Might be able to
Come on,
reverse the
relaunch, damn
polarity
you.
or something.
Once we come to 270, which you can come to now, let's launch the probe and then let's make a beeline for Echo 2 Mark 8.
Pro loaded and ready.
Helm, let us know when we're at 270.
We're at 270. Probe is
Launch, please.
clear to fire.
Launch.
And now heading to Echo 2.
Aye, aye.
Contacts.
Echo.
I apologise.
Alpha 3, Bravo 3. More Ulukai.
More
CIC, this is
ukulele.
TSM Viper. Recommend the shipyard go into silent running immediately. We'll do our best to blind their sensors.
That's
Saber,
confirmed.
Viper.
Go ahead,
Silent
Viper.
running.
Request permission to join you.
I think he meant for...
TSM Viper, your area looks clear. Move into formation with TSM Saber.
Acknowledged.
Pretty sure he meant for the station to go into silent running, not us.
011, 33k out.
TSM Viper, loop round the back of these enemy fleets, see if you can draw their attention. TSM Saber will attack them once they're turned.
Understood. Fleet formation cap at TSM Viper lead. Comms, see if you can find something significant in that mess, and let's see how rusty our Krallian is. Keep us Gamma 2.
Nice, sir.
Continue to circle.
Oh, that's interesting. They're not appearing on... Ah, there they are.
Yeah, they weren't appearing on my console until just now.
Do we have some low vis tech going on?
We've got
It's
Tango
possible.
on most of them.
Okay. Keep us keep us up in Bravo 3 Mark 1.
Viper, see if you can get attention of all of the Ulukai.
We have attention.
In progress. Translation program seems to be working.
Just need it on Juliet fleet.
I guess epithets don't change much over the centuries.
Comms, if you want to
Incoming
try
journals.
Indigo 88, the captain escaped from a Krallian ambush. Or we could Delta 1 them.
Viper, lead the enemies up towards Grid Alpha.
Make it so, Helm. Yeah, we want to keep them aimed and their sensors aimed as far away from the shipyard as we can.
Wanted to give comms a chance to target those ships because I wasn't sure if he was in range or not.
Good point.
Looks like we didn't get Tango on the Gamma fleet though.
Saber has that.
Yeah, she wanted the backside or something though. Let's... I'm assuming
ship's
we're going to need to
breaking
damage
off.
these.
The drones are breaking off. Going after Saber, it looks like.
Viper, looks like we've got most of the Tango. Switch to Formation Lambda Heavy, Lambda Heavy.
Whoa, why are we energy low so soon?
Can pick up
Could
some of the
be
drones.
Denobite issues, maybe.
It's almost certain to be.
Okay, let's prep our EMP for launch and get the nuke into the other tube.
EMP ready, nuke loading.
Energy is fast approaching critical.
Okay, convert 3 homings.
Done.
Viper Sabers firing a spread of EMPs.
Watch for where they go.
We are losing in the hundreds of energy every several seconds.
Saber, this is Viper. We are preparing our EMP and our single nuke. We're losing a lot of energy though. Okay. Use our Omega-3 as soon as you see a good opportunity.
Confirm Viper, do what you
Third
can.
target.
We may have to rotate in and out of this
more
combat.
to the left.
We are
And
now
then we'll come and get
9% from
those drones
20%.
on your
Good target.
convert 3 more.
Gonna try and follow up behind the Saber, pick off some of the drones.
Dropping shields to save energy.
Get us in there, Helm.
Omega-3 timed out.
Oh, what?
They're
Those
moving
ships are
too
too
fast.
No, there's still
That's
detonation.
weird.
So something detonated.
That
We're
was
back to
Sabres.
10% energy. We need to break this
Saber,
engagement or we're going to be dead in the water.
Got it. Saber, we are energy red. We need to break off.
TSM Viper, fall back to grid Charlie 2, refuel there, and be ready to swap out with TSM Saber.
Converting
Acknowledge.
1.
Charlie 2.
Nice, sir. Charlie 2.
Go to FCS as soon as we cross the line.
We're in.
Going FCS.
That's crazy. What's happened?
Engineering team, let's examine the Denobite. CIC, this is TSM Viper. We're initiating an internal energy inspection of our Denobite supplies.
TSM Viper, Mayday energy is now 0 on TSM Saber.
Understood.
Convert all bar 1, move us in, close behind Saber.
That's conversion of 2 to 160. That is not enough to get us there.
160 won't get us there?
We'll get there, but at the rate we were losing energy, we will fast end up dead in the water right next to the enemy fleet. This is not a good idea.
Right, minimize all other energy consumption. Get us there and get their attention off Saber. She's about to be hit by drones.
You have warp.
Going warp 4.
Ships bearing 000.
Get in behind Saber, take out those drones. Stop.
Too
Viper,
far,
we're going to
too
try
far.
and scrape off these drones on these asteroids.
Sorry
Understood,
about going
good call.
too far.
Then let's sit quietly, see what happens.
I think the drones are going after us now.
Some of them, yes. Well,
Okay.
a lot of them.
Pull the same trick.
Heading
Asteroids.
towards the asteroid field.
Yeah.
Sorry about going too far.
Well, that's not entirely your fault.
I've taken the liberty of loading a mine just in case.
Yep.
We are back to energy 8%.
Okay. Minimize everything possible. Just position us to the other side of an asteroid and go to FCS.
Well, we don't have the drones anymore.
I was going to say don't scrape them off on Saber. But I guess they've got homing systems that must have picked up our energy emissions.
Viper, what's your energy status?
Still red. We've been experiencing severe energy dissipation for some unknown reason.
We just dropped to 0 energy.
Now at 0, we are helpless. We have 1 homing remaining.
We're in
It's
FCS.
some Viper,
we
that's
are
better than
getting
we've got.
We are getting some back, but just not a lot.
Hold in there for a minute. 0 out everything except sensors. And impulse, we need the FCS.
But the cake I was baking.
Enemy fleet is 6k away.
We are up to 35% energy. I will again caution we are losing energy in chunks of 100 every now and then.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's capacitor degeneration.
It's either that or one of the crew members has started growing cannabis in their quarters and not bothered telling anyone.
What's the energy now?
63%.
At what point do you want me to start torpedo recreation?
Yeah, when we hit over 80.
Roger that.
I'm worried about Saber if she gets hit with the same thing.
It appears she did, but don't they have more torpedoes than us?
Not a whole lot more.
No, basic torpedo load is similar. She carries a bunch of mines.
Which I think she just dropped.
Viper, what's your status?
Energy amber.
Energy amber. No nukes, we have 2 mines remaining.
Confirm, Viper. We're trying to lead them onto our mines at the minute. See if you can do the same.
Copy
this
that.
is going to go bad.
Keep us away. Prep the mines.
Shields up.
Minimum movement, just keep their interest.
Shields down.
Nice, sir. Just keeping impulse at 100. Just give me meta range.
Yeah, boost the tubes, so we got the mines ready, and let's see if we can drop them in their face. Brace for impact of a drone. No, don't move. Yeah.
Okay,
Take the drone. Engineering, peek the rear shield.
Understood. Notify at best time to peak.
1k out. 8.
Now.
7. 5.
Peaked.
1.
Impact.
Impact.
Back to energy saving. Let's take...
Echo 2 ready.
Wait till Saber coordinates with us. She's making her drop.
So we just used...
Our energy is now 55%.
Yeah, 250 energy then moving away.
I don't think we used that.
No. Right, let's move in behind Saber and drop our 2 mines in their face.
Foxtrot fleet focused on us.
Defensive maneuvering settings.
Yeah, just keep out of their way. It's not worth using a lot of energy on them. Saber, we'd like to maneuver in between you and your enemy and drop a pair of mines in their face.
Go for it, Viper.
May only take one, sir.
Helm, go for it.
Can we get him behind him?
No.
Viper, we're holding course.
Maneuver between Saber and her hostiles.
They're turning towards us now.
That's okay.
It's a lot of hesitation
And then
there, Helm.
tactical, drop the mines as we go across Saber's wake.
This is inefficient.
Ready?
You're only going to kill one ship with this.
Didn't realize you're going to drop both.
I
The
apologize.
second one should still do some damage.
Yeah, the captain said mines. Sorry.
Do we have no maneuvering?
I shut things down to save energy.
Good drop.
Okay.
Okay, bring us. How's our energy now?
37%.
Homings?
5.
5.
Okay, let's join Saber. Join fire. Saber, we plan to concentrate fire with you.
Negative, Viper. We have 0 energy.
We're in B marks.
Right, Delta 1, get
Peak
them
beams.
off. Quick
TS
strike
and
and move
Viper,
away.
engage at will. Engage at will.
We've got them.
24%.
We've got them.
Come south. No, don't take them to Saber.
I'm just going to say business maneuvering.
Let's look for opportunities to use P-Shocks.
Letting P-Shocks.
We've got 3.
That Defiant cruiser has front shields down.
Viper, if you lead them back towards us, it exposes their shields. We can
I'm
get
converting
P-shots on
to
them.
torpedoes. We are out of energy.
Copy that. We are out of energy.
Yeah.
Put warp at 0. Why are we still moving?
Cycle warp.
Warp shut down.
Thank you.
If we let them come to us, we can start volleying P-shocks.
Stop moving. Face towards them. Let's see if we can take down any last shields.
No shields on any of them, sir.
Okay, watch for them coming back up. Otherwise, tactical, take them out as soon as you get the chance with a P-shock.
3K out.
Tubes are hot.
Incoming drone. Ah, damn it.
Got one over.
I had to.
We are 4% energy.
I had to convert one simply to fire at the drone.
2%.
Delta 2 on this one.
We have
Convert
62
2 more.
energy.
If we do not disengage, we're going to get stuck here.
Convert all by 1.
We only have one left.
Get out of here. Saber, we're energy. Close down energy, all energy consumption bar. Okay. Pause.
No, I need to cycle warp. There we go.
Enemy is 10K out.
I'm loading
Turning fuel
P-shocks
collection.
Do we
slowly.
have any P-shocks left?
Yeah, 2 loading.
Excellent. Yeah, engineering, let those load.
Recommend have them get close until we fire them.
Loaded.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Let's not fire them until we put a beam shot on them. So let's come about and face.
So we
Lost
have
Foxtrot.
almost no energy, and we only have our emergence. Are they turning?
The energy is
ships are
going away
focused
as
on
fast as we're
Saber.
gathering it.
Yeah.
We have anything heavier we could launch?
Nope.
Ugh.
I could fire a beacon at them if you prefer, sir.
Energy?
14%.
Move us gently over there. Oh no, we can't move for FCS. Saber, we're having trouble regenerating energy, but sing out as soon as you need us.
Back to 14%. We just lost 100.
Saber's lost front shields.
Take us in there.
Yes, sir, going in.
Delta 2. Screw the rear shields.
Peak beams.
Bravo.
Viper, focus
Open
fire.
for P-shock.
Focus fire with that. Yep. Front shields are yes. Good work, team. FCS.
Entering FCS.
Yep. Saber, we have severe energy management problems. We're leaking like a sieve.
Confirmed, Viper. Let's fall back to the shipyard.
Someone change the
Confirm.
lemon, quick.
We will not make it to the shipyard under current conditions.
See if you can set up warp coasting, which is dropping everything bar sensors to 0, set warp to somewhere in the region of 1/2 to 2/3, and get us headed in the right direction at warp 1, and we should be generating just enough of a tick to keep moving.
Under normal conditions, I would agree with you. These are not normal
There's an
conditions.
asteroid belt between
Understood.
us, though.
And sorry if I'm telling you what you already know, Yui.
There's an asteroid belt between us, though, so we would need some maneuvering.
We have 23%. That should be enough to get us there at a high-powered warp 1.
Okay, let's set out at warp 1 then.
Be careful
Yes,
about
sir,
those
warp one.
asteroids.
Yeah, sneaky bastards. The number of times Helmers, has reported how asteroids will leap out in front of them.
I mean, for reference, we've gone a distance of 20k and expended 100.
Crazy. Looks like Saber's hitting the same issue.
circling around the nebula, so we won't
Good call.
lose power going through it.
Although I think it's the same speed either way at warp 1.
Yeah. Yeah, if we were going above warp 1, it would make a significant difference. In this situation, normally we'd prefer to stay inside the nebulas to be lower visibility. But that was a fair-sized force, and we've got rid of all of it, so it's unlikely that they've got more right on their tail.
We dropped to energy 0 from 8%.
Oof.
Engaging FCS again.
I have the emergency torpedo, if you wish.
I'm reluctant.
Likewise.
But thanks for the call. Here comes FCS. We should be able to get there soon.
We're up to 20%. That'll get us the rest of the way here.
Okay, take us in.
Maximum warp. Standing down to normalized warp, 16%.
This is Viper to CIC and Sabre. We've managed to make it as far as the shipyard. Energy system severely compromised, requesting immediate engineering overhaul.
Acknowledged.
I missed
I
the
do feel like
context.
I'm
I'm going to
this
kill
joke to
half
death
of
a little
what?
bit, but I'm desperate to ask if anyone thinks there's a greengrocer's nearby.
I don't know, Ziff. Why would you ask if there was a greengrocer's nearby?
Oh, is that the time? I really must be going.
Man, this is TSN Sable. We're coming into Bravo 28 shipyard.
Limping, I think, is the right answer. Hello, what?
Viper,
From TSN Sabre would like to do the same. We've had severe energy drain, likely due to the degradation in Denabite crystals.
Just in case, stand by for shuttle ops to deliver an engineering team. I can't imagine why that would be necessary.
Roger that.
CIC, this is TSM Viper. We're reading an engineer drop zone. Is that spurious or is it necessary?
Rendezvous point 1 is for you to send your engineers out to do an external inspection. I assume your engineer teams have done an internal inspection, and the engineers from the shipyards are boarding, but you need a shuttlecraft to go out and get a broader picture.
Understood, CIC. In progress. Mr. Large, if you wouldn't mind.
Launching shuttle.
It's a good thought. They might pick up something externally that we wouldn't see from the inside.
And I'm going completely the wrong direction.
Yeah, leave Saber alone. You hardly know her.
I'm trying to generate energy through rotational energy. Yeah.
I was on Saber for a while. There we go. I have visual.
Yep, looks like it's ahead of you.
Oh, hopefully the engineers have gotten a good enough look.
Yeah, I think maybe we missed some comms chatter. Seeing something from Saber communiques
The
regarding...
internal engineer teams strongly suspect that this is strictly Denobite degradation that's causing all these energy problems.
So I think we'd restored up to about 50%. We just dropped down to 20.
This is getting ridiculous.
Agreed. Yeah, CIC, now that we're docked up and we've got inspections underway, can I stand the bridge crew down?
Yes, let's get Saber into the shipyards and then we will stand down.
Copy that. Bridge, let's start our debrief. I was getting an extremely good flow of information. I know it's always an issue working a new pairing of captain and helm.
Stand down, bridge crews, debrief, and let's meet in the galley.
Don't interrupt our debrief.
Well, I knew it would have we would have waited forever if we waited for the start. It has to be interrupted. So, yeah. So, helm and captain, it's frequently takes a while to kind of work out what the intention is. So it's just once or twice we wound up edging in the direction that wasn't, and I need to remember always to talk about an exit vector before we engage. Other than that, I thought pretty good. Good energy flows, good flow of information on what the energy status was, good weapons follow-up. Did we actually get a detonation? I'm thinking we must have.
Can confirm heavy ordnance such as EMPs and nukes do detonate when they fizzle out. So you wouldn't have made contact detonation, but you would have made a proximity detonation.
Okay. What happened? Do you think we switched to drone interception before the targeting was complete?
No, I think the ships are traveling too fast for the ordnance to catch up with them.
Oh, I see.
Yep, and they were heading the opposite direction, and it's just circumstances.
So it screwed up by looping around trying to catch up.
Yep.
Okay. Other than that, I thought the ship operated very well. Thank you very much. Any questions, hypotheses, feedback for the captain?
I didn't shoot things.
You could always shoot some of your damn cons, that's what they're for.
No.
Plenty of red shirts to go around.
And I thought they treated Damcoms badly on Horizon.
Right. I suspect we won't have much time, so let's take advantage.
Sea Captain's Viper, once you finish your debrief, meet in the briefing room.
Meet in where? Mr. Remick, you have a very loud laugh.
My apologies.
Did anyone hear where the fleet captain said to meet?
I thought it was briefing room, but it can't be sure.
It is.
It looks like it. Let's make pretend that we understood. See you in the briefing room. Secure all consoles.
For those in the stream, what you may not be seeing is that on the horizon we see a Aramond voice client
Was it not
with the
fleet
tag
captain that
"Damn it,
requested our
UE,"
presence here?
and another one indicating "Cardboard UE nuking all the work."
It does like to make an entrance.
Somebody's in trouble.
No, Saber's shutting down, and you know that the captain always goes down with the ship.
No, it wasn't Saber. Somebody didn't observe 25% impulse protocol.
I don't...
Thank you, Starry, for this paste.
How
I
were they
will
able to do
take
that?
advantage
Their
of this and
energy's
put it
so
on
low.
stream.
Let me check. I'll go have a quick confab. I'll be right back.
How was he able to do such fantastic stunts with such tiny hands?
To be perfectly honest, I love the fact that things in motion tend to stay in motion. It makes my job so much easier.
Alright. What's the situation regarding our energy supplies there then?
There is a reserve on the supply ship, which we can use for operations. This represents the last of the reserves.
So is engineering reporting that it is a breakdown in the Denobite?
Yes, the engineering crews came back and said that it was definitely the Denobite the components that rely on Denobite to govern the systems that is the cause of the extensive energy loss. They have made some additional adaptations, so they feel confident that we should be good for another operation. But they warned that, again, this is the last of the Denobite here. We definitely need some more soon. The little that we got from last shift wasn't good enough quality, and they had adverse effects on our systems, more than what we were anticipating. We've adjusted some of that, but it's not going to last forever. We think we're good for another operation, though. I'm quoting the engineering teams.
Very good.
All right. Go on.
Do we need to stand down for briefly while we ascertain what the next mission is? I mean, it sounds like we either need to strike the Denobite refinery again, or
before we
else.
decide whether we're going to stand down or not, I don't know if your ships received the communications, but shipyard reports that they got the science vessel repaired, but that the Ulukai showed up and hijacked the science vessel. I would recommend that if we stand down, it's for a minimal amount of time, because we need to get our science vessel back. If they're able to combine their numbers of vessels with the increased technology that's available from the science vessel, they would be a foe that would be too formidable for us to handle in our isolated and semi-weakened state.
Alright, we need at least a few minutes to try and sort out the Denobite crystals and get us into a state where we are fit to operate. It's no good if we set off now with no energy reserves whatsoever. We're not going to be able to save a science vessel at all.
Yeah, I've got the engineering. I'm getting feedback from my engineering crew. They're in the process of extracting the degenerated stuff and replacing it. They should be done in a few minutes.
Alright, they can have a few minutes and then we need to get going. Same with TSN Saber's engineering crew.
Aye. Crew, avail yourself of the galley for, let's say, 7 minutes.
7 minutes out.
Meet back on the bridge. Get a briefing in flight.
User disconnected from your channel.
No one believes the engineering teams, least of all the captain, because the captain's always telling the engineering teams to get shit done sooner than they say it can be done. Where the hell is everyone? They are gallied. Holy shit. Where'd everybody go?
Well, just let me know where you'd like me to go.
One moment. I'm going to go jump down and talk to Xavier.
Right.
I was sure we had more people than this.
I have no idea. Saber spent maybe 50% of the last mission with zero energy.
Yeah, I don't know if Saber's engineer noticed, but the GM must have been subtracting 100 energy every, I don't know, every 20, 30 seconds or so. We'd be in FCS ticking up, and we'd get up to 30% and suddenly drop to 20%.
Yeah.
Ah, the joys of degraded Denabite.
Just have this scene from Star Trek Next Gen going through my head of Scotty opening the Enterprise D's dilithium crystal chamber and looking at the crystals and shouting over to Geordi, "Did you know your dilithium crystals are going to fracture?"
And I say, uh-oh, boom.
Nah, poor Scotty was just out of date because they adjust the dilithium crystals from outside the chamber nowadays.
LaForge says, "Did you know you just exposed the entire deck to level 3 radiation by opening that panel?"
Indeed.
No, it's fine. That's how you become healthy.
In Data's words, we will enact radiation protocol when necessary.
Okay, Vaj is gone, so Zansta, if you go to Saber, and I will take Vaj's place on Viper.
Very good.
The
Always
glow
good
is
to know where
healthy.
you're
You
going.
are not.
But do you know when to fold them?
I always hold them. I think it's time to head back to the briefing room. I'm going to head down there.
We have 1 minute. And we're reporting back to ships.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Why did the sound stop?
Look at that. Monday's on.
All officers report back to your ships.
Hey.
Okay.
Back to ship. Yeah, we can do that. Oops. That's nearby. Well, it's safer to go through Levo, though. Spice is a little pirate heavy. We can do New France. Stop for fuel at Levo.
What he said.
I've gone so far as to play an intermission game in the meantime.
Which one?
Escape Velocity from Ambrosia Software.
I love that game.
A fellow fan, how nice.
Captain on deck.
Very good. So we'll be running 2 ships for this. Looks like the swap out on the Denabite is complete. I see we've lost Mr. Vanish, but we've got Ms. Mundi back. Though I suspect Donovan will be running the ship. Right. So let's confirm stations, please.
I've just joined the ship to replace Mr. Vash. Sir?
Very good. So we've got Ben on helm, Relic on science, Yui in engineering. Sorry, no, I've got that wrong, haven't I?
Nope. I'm still burning up your damn guns.
Okay. Mr. Reynolds, Lieutenant Commander Vanish was on comms and shuttle operations.
I can cover that, sir.
Thank you. All right, Yui, warm them up. Stations check, everybody.
I'm standing by.
Assuming previous server is still valid. Standing by on engineering.
Helmet standby.
Yes.
Science standing by.
Weapons wary.
Was that wiry or wary?
Well, wary or Larry.
Comms
that would be
fighter is
Leary.
standing by.
Very good. TSM Viper stands ready to strike.
Thank God for that, Draco. I was worried.
I did like Valkyrie's. Sorry, I did like Horizon's call a shift or two ago. The Valkyrie is ready to ride.
Yes, that is Naima's work.
This is command and control to all fleet. Verify flag.
Lieutenant
TSM
Colonel Flag
Viper
is
is
indeed
taking
communicating.
Saber to Viper, we are ready to fly.
Acknowledge, Saber.
TSN Viper, this is Control. Your flag status has been acknowledged.
Thank you, CIC. Mission briefing?
Is it a red one?
Right, Commander, this is more of a scramble than a proper briefing here. As you know, the
Very good. Let's get it.
Ulukai have apparently staged a surprise raid, probably with one of those cloaking battleships that we have encountered, and have managed to successfully sneak away with our science ship. I don't think I need to iterate how important it is that we get that back. The systems
Not at all. So I
aboard
assume
that
they...
are far too critical to lose, and God help us if
Oh
they
God,
manage
he's
to
so
reverse
loud.
engineer the defensive
Where
phaser
are you,
array
Hall,
aboard
so I
the
can
science
turn
ship.
your ass down?
What was their exit vector? Corward?
Roughly straight forward from
Acknowledged.
little emissions tracking we've been able to do.
CSN.
Stand by. Systems are coming online.
If that's a scramble, God help us.
Saber, maneuver quietly away from the shipyard and then rendezvous in Alpha 3 Mark II. Helm? Ahead 1/4
We're
impulse.
waiting for sensors to update, I believe. We're not showing at the shipyard yet, sir.
Updated.
Because we're already out of the dock.
Yeah, I'm also waiting for sensor update.
Acknowledge Viper, silent running, Alpha 3 Mark II.
EMP's loaded.
Did I miss the call for us to hit silent running?
No, I just said maneuver at low velocity away from the shipyard and then cruise to Alpha 3 Mark II. My consoles are not talking to me.
I had
Cycling.
that a few times in the last mission. I had to reboot a few of them.
Now I'm getting connection. Good work. CIC, this is TSN Viper confirming that the division is clear of the shipyard. She can return to silent running as soon as is convenient.
Understood, TSN Viper. We will mask emissions at this time.
Warp 2, please.
Yes, sir. Warp 2.
During that last fight, how long did you guys at zero energy?
A considerable period of time compared to normal.
Because we spent about 15 minutes fighting that group, always in critical energy.
Yeah, we were in critical as well. FCS, please. And go to silent running. Saber, if you can go to silent running immediately before you join us. Let's slip across the transition. Operational plan is to stay silent while we monitor, locate the science vessel, and then draw off her escorts and escort her back across and out of sight. Once she's clear, we will need to eliminate any potential observers in Delta or Echo subsectors. Right, so that major military base that they had in in Charlie 3 is gone. after Horizon gave it a good walloping, and it looks like they've put some kind of defense platforms in close to the Denabite refinery.
It's funny. Can't imagine why.
Okay, you're seeing local traffic near Research 22.
That's a fleet.
Indeed.
Yeah, they know that we were interested in it.
Viper, this is Saber. Transport Alpha 55 may be transporting Denabite or be going to a possible Denabite source.
Saber, this is Viper. Board and search Alpha 55.
Can we not tag her and keep quiet?
That's an interesting thought. Actually, Saber, belay that order. In the short term, can you tag her, please, and stay quiet? Stay within the nebula, and then we'll see if those observations will tell us about her in the long run. Science officers, see if you can locate the science vessel.
No targets, Bravo 4.
Saber, this is Viper. We are experiencing some helm issues with console. We will engage when we are able.
And targets Bravo 3. Power the sensors, please.
Say, Relic, what's Bravo 3 and 4?
Looks like we've just got more Ulukai ships.
Come in, CIC. This is Viper.
It's looking from the preliminary intel that the locals have certainly stepped up their defenses of their most critical asset.
We copy that. Yep. We're keeping quiet and scanning for the science ship.
Whenever you make your move, Viper, it will need to be decisive. If they operate anything along Kralian battle lines, as soon as they have a fix on you, they will send massive squadrons your way.
Understood. Yeah, we just want to tag that transport to find out what's going on with it, and then we'll go back to lying doggo until we locate the science vessel and cut her out.
That won't be without risk. You're going to need to do that quickly if you want to avoid getting picked up by the military craft.
Understood, but we need to identify the science vessel first.
Understood.
Looks like that ship is moving too fast.
What, to tag it?
I think it might outrun the...
They just launched the tag.
It'll make it.
Just. Nice flight.
Though we have our research bases, so nothing huge militarily.
Agreed.
Viper, this is Saber. We've intercepted communications from Alpha 55. They have reported our contact with them.
Understood. Saber, take up position in Charlie 5. Let's not make it blindingly obvious that we're all down here.
Command and control to TSN Viper.
Come in, CIC.
The good news is that TAG has given me another sensor to work with to try and locate the science vessel and whatever may be escorting it. The bad news is I'm detecting a flare in hostile communications frequencies. It appears what ever you just did not go unnoticed.
Understood. TSN Saber, this is TSN Viper. Please take up position in Charlie 5 to distract attention from our true source of origin.
No contacts. Charlie 1, Delta 1.
Keep scanning for the science vessel.
I think Saber might be having helm issues again.
Saber, please acknowledge relocation order to Charlie 5.
And other hostiles, Delta 5, Echo 5. And Bravo 4, Bravo 5.
Right. Take us into Echo 5. I want a close flyby.
Viper, this is Saber. We are detecting science
Heading
vessel
forward.
entering Bravo 5 Mark 1.
I can confirm that. They're being escorted by Scarans.
Okay. Helm, Echo 5, please. And then Corward. Let's get the
Yes,
attention.
sir. If we can come out of silent running.
Comms, get the attention of the fleet in Echo 5, particularly.
Going through a particularly dense part of Nebula. You want us to go around the outside of them, Captain?
No, inside time. CIC, this is Viper. Comms, did you get some attention?
On the science vessel's position at this time, it appears to be escorted by vessels resembling Skiraean forces.
Copy that, CIC.
Viper, this is Saber. We're positioning ourselves for an intercept of Echo 37, awaiting orders.
Aye, aye, Saber. We will join you. Fleet formation Charlie, where they appear to be Skiraean.
We need to move fast.
They are
otherwise they're
following
gonna
the
transition.
Skorian fleet.
Yep. Engineering, full boost, please.
And maneuvering.
Saber, get the attention of the escort. We've got to stop them from getting out of the sector.
You have 15 seconds at 300%.
We're good on maneuvering.
Yeah, max warp for a blip.
We've been at max warp for some time.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean engineering, I meant warp. Okay, let's get on the escort.
Viper,
in front.
this is Saber. We appear to have gotten their attention a bit.
Good. Let's take them out. Let's join up firepower.
Science vessel is leaving the sector.
Okay, give them a Delta 1 pass.
Recommend disabling it.
Echo 3-7, this is TSN Viper. Stand to and prepare to be boarded. If you attempt to flee further, you will be destroyed.
I've hit them. They're not stopping.
Target shields are down. No
Go
damage
for their
to it.
proposal. Their engines, if you can.
Yeah, target engines.
I just
if you
pissed
can.
off Echo 3-7. We should have Tango.
They're
Then
continuing
move
to
away.
run.
We're not getting
Okay.
it.
Echo 3-7, we have
Target's
weapons
impulse
fired,
is down.
and
Impulse
we will
damaged.
no firing.
Have they stopped?
TSN Viper, it looks like you've blown out the engine array. Do not destroy the ship.
Good. Get the escort. Get the escort.
Coming about.
That was surgical precision there.
Peak
Nice
beams.
shooting.
Nice. Concentrate fire with Saber. Let's work our way through these.
Delta Delta.
Delta set.
Watch out. Let's keep getting secondary scans. Watch out for specials.
Right.
She's out of range.
They seem to be luring us away from the target.
Target
That works for our
disabled.
tactics. They may not realize we've
Sorry,
got such a
I
huge
think I have some
maneuvering
time
advantage.
delay.
Third frigate incoming. Right down our port.
Next target, Hotel 6-2.
Bravo, bravo.
Set.
Target red. Shields down, disabled.
Indigo
Surrender.
14.
Charlie, Charlie.
Indigo is running.
Thank you. Charlie.
Freighter squawking Alpha 5-5. Stand to, and prepare
Coming
to be
about.
boarded.
Yep, never mind. Let's switch to Foxtrot.
Trying to get their
74.
engines. If you can get me back in.
Delta, Delta.
Target
Surrender.
surrendered. Indigo
Final
13
target, Bravo,
coming
Bravo.
about. Get on maneuvering.
Blew out a maneuver node. Let's make this thing go
They're
away.
refusing to surrender.
Take them out. CIC, please designate marine entry points on Echo 37 for boarding and seizure.
Viper, this is Saber. We
Target
are
surrendered.
leaving witnesses leaving in India 1-4 and Foxtrot 7-4. Should we engage?
No, no Saber, no problem, as long as they don't interfere with our operation.
Confirmed.
Marines are loaded on Odysseus.
Understood. Take us a little closer, please.
Coming about.
As soon as Odysseus
Get on
launches,
maneuver.
come about and take out those drones. So get
New
Odysseus away
targets.
quickly.
Alpha 4 Mark II.
Launch Odysseus.
Launched.
Okay, hard about. Let's take out those drones behind us.
We're getting flanked, sir.
Okay.
We should prioritize the pickup and get the hell out.
Yep. Pickup is priority. Pickup is priority. Take over the... Saber, you take the ones to trailing. We'll distract the ones to rim.
My mass
Stemwood.
precision is not what it should be to use enter to its full
Take
capacity.
out this drone. Actually, get the attention of anybody you can.
I've lost my joysticks. Now decided it's going to work with Artemis.
Can you have it?
Odysseus, you're
Can you
about to be
move
the
with keyboard?
Or mouse or anything.
triple
No,
zero.
it's my
mode.
joystick I've got to use. I can't.
Get us moving.
Oh,
We have a
these
helm
controls are
failure. We have
horrible.
a helm failure.
Am I targeting this fleet?
Yeah, just get their attention. Just a quick Delta 1 and then stay out of trouble.
Energy is 24%.
Stay alive, Saber.
There's still one rendezvous point we have not picked up.
Well,
Working
we'll have
on
to see
it.
whether...
Odysseus has a drone inbound.
Did Odysseus make her rendezvous?
Focusing on rendezvous point 2, that's a negative. Proteus looks like they're going after it.
Okay, then steer clear.
You successfully scraped that drone.
That was nice. There's another one coming for you, Odysseus, dead ahead.
Keep this fleet on us.
Meanwhile, the Armagh.
Proteus has been destroyed.
So is
And
Odysseus.
Odysseus.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Viper, this is Saber. We have lost Proteus. We are unable to recover.
Understood. We'll have to see whether that marine team can take over. CIC, we have a marine team aboard the science vessel. Let us know if they're able to take over. Saber, keep your fleets busy and away from Echo 37.
What's your plan, Helm? Do you want to swing around and knock these out?
Right now, it's just keeping them away from Echo 37.
Without the extra personnel, Viper, it's Not going to be pretty. Not in
Would we
terms
be-
of casualties, and certainly not in terms of getting this thing back on very limited engine power, considering the damage we had to do to it in order to get it to stop.
Get the Marine teams in spacesuits.
I was going to say, could we not put Draco in a spacesuit and send him over there?
Target train Bravo 4 is approaching Saber and target vessels. Should probably get their attention, yeah?
Yes. Right. CIC, Saber. Oh, looks like our Marines have made it. There may be casualties. But
Significant casualties.
Echo 37, make as close a pass to the 5 transition line, trailing woods, as you can. Saber, keep away from the transition line, please.
Acknowledged, Viper.
Energy is now 21%.
CIC, if the science vessel can transition into the next sector over and make its way back to the shipyard in low vis, we will tie things up here and make sure they're not in a position to track us as we head for home. Okay, Saber, let's give them something to worry about. Let's make a demonstration against their stations.
TSN Viper, do we know what's in the next?
Acknowledged, Viper.
Alright,
Next.
gonna come about.
For all we know, they could just be wandering into a trap.
Ready when you are.
Coming about.
Yeah, but if they move out of this sector's traffic control, they can spoof
Peak
the
beams.
IFF to what it was before and pass as a local.
This is basically a one-of-a-kind ship here, Commander. I don't think that's going to work.
Very well. Then
Standing
tell
down
them to
beams.
overdrive the engines as much as they can and make a beeline to the south.
Is it worth firing a probe into the next sector to see if it's clear for your plan?
That's a thought.
Saber would be in the good position.
Actually, CIC, if we could launch a probe into the next sector to establish that before we ask the ship to move over.
If you can get the shot off, Viper.
Energy is 17%.
Understood.
Recommend getting some distance and refueling for a time.
For now, they will follow through.
Acknowledge.
With that at present.
Take us to Charlie 3, Mark 3.
Yes, sir.
And then go to FCS for as long as we can hold out. Saber, this is Viper.
Go ahead, Viper.
Can you loop starboard around that tribe you have following you, and then launch a probe diagonally down into the next sector from Alpha 5 towards what would be Echo 1 in the next sector?
Entering FCS.
They're beautifully grouped up above us soon, aren't they?
Yeah, we don't have enough ordnance though to take them
No,
out.
I know. It's a pity.
Saber, please acknowledge that inquiry.
Acknowledged, Viper. We're coming about. Loading probe now.
I grouped them up so nicely, too.
As soon as you have the probe launched, then
Contact
go and
Alpha 5-3.
distract the contacts in Alpha 5 Mark 3.
I want to get commendations for this, for grouping them up so well.
It's beautiful. What's our energy situation now?
40%. Drone coming in aft. Recommend shuttle to clear it.
What shuttle?
Good point.
Viper beacon probe is away.
Can I get a boost of maneuvering so we can take out the probe? Alright, we're good.
I'm not seeing FCS messages. Are we?
You were in FCS.
Good. What happened to their probe? Oh,
It's not perfect.
no. Let's augment it. Let's prepare a probe.
Roger that.
It's going to take about a week to cross the border.
Well, we're going to drive over to Charlie 5.
No, I mean their probe's going to take a week to cross the border at that angle.
Yeah.
Ready.
Actually, take us to Bravo 4, Mark 3. Let's make it look
Yes,
as if
sir.
we're going to do some kind of strike. You.
Even more contacts in Alpha 3 this time.
Should I
see
fly
'em.
close to the station?
Not too close.
We don't want to tick off all the ships that are in the sector.
More contacts, Alpha 3.
Party pooper. There's new contacts in Delta 5 as well.
I don't know
Saber,
when it
what's your
happened,
condition?
but we have 90% energy now.
That's good.
My consoles keep disconnecting.
Saber, this is
Scar-
Viper. Keep M13 away from Echo 37 and keep tying up those fleets. Keep them moving corewards away from Echo 37. Viper, we're going to intercept Delta 5. Load our
Viper, this
Omega
is
3.
Saber. We are energy and ordnance amber. But
I have
we
a kilo.
acknowledge.
I have a kilo probe loaded.
Get the probe off. Heading's good.
Roger that.
You can fire.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Weapons?
What?
Let the
Launch
probe
the
go.
probe, please.
Oh, you when you? Oh, I unloaded it because I thought that's what you meant when you said.
Ah.
Alright, heading towards the fleet in Delta 5.
I apologize. I misunderstood.
Sorry, I'll be clearer. Yep, booster tubes. Let's get the Omega 3 out as soon as the opportunity
It's
strikes,
loaded.
and then
It's
load.
loaded.
Then load a pair of mines.
Saber's lost Tango and the Scarns. They're closing in on Echo 37.
Viper, this is Saber. We have
Break off,
communications
engage Mike
and Delta
1-3.
1 on Lima and Mike
Boost
Scarans,
and
and they
maneuvering.
are not turning to
Can
engage.
we get the Omega 3 off?
Only if that's a good target.
Move
Yeah,
one up.
do it. Stay on this. Let Saber get the
Those Skarns are now on target vessel.
Scurrying vessels Lima 5-8 and Mike 1-3
Engage
stand
Mike
down, or we
1-3
will engage
now.
and destroy.
Delta 2.
Bravo, Bravo.
Peak beams.
Bravo set.
Target
Science
red.
vessel,
Shields
escape across
down.
the transition.
Lima 5-8's right on its ass.
Let's lead him away from the science vessel.
Delta, Delta.
Grab their
Boost and
attention and
maneuver.
head 270.
Viper, we're hard up. We're taking out the drones that are about to engage Echo 37.
Move your ass, man.
Good work.
What are my orders?
Delta 1 and get these guys away from Echo 37. What's our ordnance status?
I have 2 mines loaded. We have 5 EMPs remaining.
Okay.
Skarn.
Leave Lima
Science ship has
5-8.
been lost control. Gunfire was heard on the communication band and then screaming. It is now no longer answering our control.
Viper,
Understood.
this is Saber. Echo 37 is no longer friendly.
We have no other choice. Kill it.
May not be the
No,
best
we need
idea.
to retake
Command
it.
control to TSN Viper.
Come in,
yeah,
COC.
we know.
I've lost all contact with our Marines.
We know.
Understood. Use an Echo 2 on this group by us.
On your word, Helm.
Saber, leave
Drop
that
1.
massive, leave that
And
massive
drop 2.
fleet off to the to Spinwood, please.
Coming about to finish in 34. Good on maneuvering.
Saber, CIC, we're going to have to do this the hard way. Have some Marine teams suit up, prepare for EVA ship to ship.
Lima 5-8's coming
We
back
do not
to
have
the
the energy to pull this off. We're down to 19%.
Yeah, we're going to have to break it off then.
We still have
How many homings do we have?
We have a full load.
10.
Understood,
Okay.
Jason and Viper.
Convert 3. Let's take out Lima 5-8.
Get the men into
Actually,
vac
yeah. She's the only
keep
one with the
Delta.
capability to threaten Echo 3-7 quickly.
Delta I.
boost maneuvering. We're good.
Ready manual.
Kill her quick.
Keep on the rear.
Target just
There's
jumped.
No shields there. Target up in Bravo 5.
You have maximum warp.
Okay. Saber, break off. Join us in engaging Echo 3-8. Leave her
7K
alone if she's
out.
running away.
Viper, we are energy critical.
Then
Sensor
get yourself
spoof
out of
detected.
trouble and go to FCS.
Going for the engines.
Target shields
work.
down. Disabled.
Finish her off.
Destroyed.
Okay. Viper will put herself alongside Echo 3-7. Marines, prepare for EVA.
We're good on maneuvering.
We're not good on maneuvering until their maneuvering is gone.
Do we need to disable her engines again?
Yeah, try it.
You're gonna have to blow out her drive systems again, but too much stress and the ship may collapse under fire.
Target's maneuver and torpedo route.
CIC, what I'd like to propose is that once we've got control of her,
Impulse
we
out.
actually dock up close against her and grapple her, leave her engines offline, and we'll take her directly attached to our hull.
Engineer, I need a 5-second cut of beam power. Please let me know when it's cut.
For that, Viper.
Beams 100%
We have
cut.
Marines and
5
welding
count.
torches
3,
and engineering advice.
2, 1.
So you're literally
Beams
just going
restored.
to bolt it to
Thank you.
the side of your ship.
That's the plan.
That is a very ingenious idea, Commander. It might just work.
Well, we need to hurry because they're getting awfully close.
Alright, I've got reports from our storm of Marines here. They've cut through into Echo 3-7's hull and are forcing another breach into the ship.
Are we in FCS?
No, I have the
Yes.
shields up because the vessel registering is hostile, even.
Do they have a B mark?
CIC,
No,
have
take us
have
out.
them kill the IFF on Echo 3-7 as soon as we've clamped, and we'll get the heck out of here.
Viper, we're screening the drones that were inbound on you, still engaging FCS.
Thank you, Saber. How's your energy looking?
We're at 11%.
CIC to
Get
Energy
us out of there.
amber.
Marines have retaken
You will
the
not
bridge.
exceed
They've
warp
blown
1.
the primary
Go to
transponder
270.
over the ship.
Go 270.
ISR 270. Getting us
Accelerate
out of here.
gently. Saber, cover our rear. We're going to limit our warp velocity very carefully. Come to 180.
ISR coming to 180.
We're taking structural damage from that. I think we just lost our warp drive.
We
I
should
think
not
so,
have.
too.
Oh. Huh. Yeah,
Viper,
GM
we're
decided we
coming to
can't warp
engage
anymore.
drones, covering your butt.
This is a
repair
problem.
drives as much as you can.
Max impulse then.
Yeah, max impulse.
Max impulse. Damcon's rushing from the bow of the ship to the stern.
Yeah. Saber, we've sustained damage to our warp drive. We've got some structural damage from the tow. We're going to have to increase to impulse maximum and then very gently. We'll reduce power to warp engineering,
we're
take it
zero
down
energy.
to 30%.
Understood.
Convert 4.
To TSN Viper.
Viper, we have suffered energy loss that
Jesus.
has just dropped
We hear
considerably.
you, CIC.
Confirmed. We have also suffered energy loss.
Do not try to create such an asynchronous warp field if you can avoid it.
We have 25% warp. Go.
I've just converted 3 torpedoes to give us some
We
energy
can't
back.
warp.
Yep. Go.
Instead, I recommend you redline your impulse engines.
We can't warp.
Redline the impulse engines. 300%.
Talk
Get
to
us
me,
out of
what's
here.
going on?
Shields, boost shields, boost rear shields, boost rear shields.
Aft shields max.
Don't need to. Saber's taking it on the.
Thank you, Saber. We appreciate the cover.
If we drop into the nebula, can we go in silent running? Give us a little time to work?
Warp drive
didn't
has
get enough of a
come
lead.
completely offline again. And
Keep us
now it's
redline.
back to 75%.
Yeah, keep us at 250 on impulse.
The warp drive won't work properly now because of that ship that's strapped to
Viper,
the side
this
of
is
us.
Saber
Warp just
requesting
immediately
permission to
dropped
take
again.
The safeties off the radiologicals.
Silence, please. Yep. You can do whatever you want in order to maximize their attention. Can you lead them away from us, off towards the spinward?
Gonna try and lose some of the drones in the asteroid field.
Saber's got them.
Thank you, Helm.
Our warp drive is continuing to take damage despite not using it.
Yeah, I have it set to 0.
That's probably just Hall saying, stop repairing this, I'm not going to let you have it.
Yeah.
We have 4 torpedoes remaining. I'm converting 1. We have 3.
Good news
Understood.
here,
We are
Saber
energy
has
dry.
Tango on all of them.
Yep. Saber, can you take them further away from us, please?
Acknowledge, Viper.
I don't know what it's like to be a Corellian.
Viper, it looks like their attention is turned on you. We'll try to engage with communications.
Now most of the fleet is engaged on them.
Saber, let's try configuring one of the fauna beacons.
Viper, we are energy 0.
We cannot help them at all.
Yeah, we're in no position to help you. Do what you can. Sove Keeper.
They have all the attention, so...
Recommend we
Bring us-
drop to 50% impulse to achieve FCS and maintain high impulse power.
Agreed. Come to 090. CIC?
After we clear this last
Yep.
asteroid.
Warp drives are completely offline. They continue to take damage from the stress. We are bringing our impulse down to the point where we can regain some energy. I'm going to take us to the edge of the sector to minimize our signature and disguise our directional intent. If we can break away from signals contact, and Saber can do the same, then perhaps we can get out of here.
They've taken us to silent running as well.
If you can stay
Thank you.
cold, it will prevent any more retaliatory forces
Viper,
from
we
getting
are
effects on
going
you.
to broadcast a mayday soon. We can't get out of these drones, and we are taking damage to our propulsion.
We can't help them. Our primary
Not-
beams are completely offline. Torpedoes 50%. Sensors maneuver down to 25%. No. They need to
Right.
escape
Sorry.
on their own.
Saber, we are going to load a pair of probes and configure them for high emissions. We'll fire them as a distraction. CIC, see if there's anything you can do for our engineering teams to adjust emissions appropriately. Load a pair of probes.
Torpedoes are normalized.
Boost torpedoes. Bring
Torpedoes
us
are
around
boosted.
to
We'll
bearing
relay some
315.
Yes, sir. Coming about to 315 as soon as we get some impulse.
We're sitting on high maneuver.
Actually,
We're not turning.
even better.
Move
Maneuver is
contacts.
completely out. Maneuver
Bravo
damage is
5.
complete.
We've also taken torpedo damage. I have one probe loaded only.
That is correct. Torpedoes are completely out now as well.
We're stuck in this heading for the
Do what
time
you can
being.
for maneuvering.
This mission may be foobarred.
Here, we don't have any alternative but to get the hell out of here.
We have some impulse now.
We also have
And
new
we lost impulse
contacts.
again.
Is it worth
Lost
trying to
maneuvering.
fire the probe direction 330-ish? That's minimal turn arc.
Yeah, that's what we're going for.
Is that what it is? Okay. I was concerned about the asteroids then.
Saber's going to be dead in about 10 seconds.
316 would be the bearing to avoid asteroids,
Viper,
I
mayday,
think.
mayday.
We can't help them.
Suddenly, we have 36% energy,
the
but
science
all
ship.
our systems are shot.
Probe ready?
316. You can
Saber,
fire.
we have major systems damage and are unable to help you. We continue to take damage.
All crew to life pods. All crew to life pods. Abandon ship.
We're not going to be able to pick them up. We don't have our shuttle.
Well, they can cling onto the hull if they have to. CIC, we've launched a dummy threat towards the station. We've configured it for maximum emissions.
Sir, we've got more Ulukai ships bearing down on us. About 15k away and closing.
Max impulse
And-
to the max impulse at 090.
The probes seem to work. They're turning away.
In that case, keep us at low emissions.
Heading to 090.
CIC, we're staying at minimum emissions.
Let me rephrase that again. One of the fleets turned. The other did not.
Well, they may change their mind in a minute.
Hope losing the Saber was worth it.
Let's hope she's disabled. It looks like they're worried about that probe.
Fleet Captain Xavier hopes losing the Saber was worth it.
Right, crews, stand by. What we're going to do is we're going to unbolt the science ship and drop her at this border with an engineering crew aboard, and we're going to ask her to make her way home under silent running. Hard about, reverse course. Hold in there, Saber. If you have to cling to the outside of our hull, we'll come get you. It looks like the probe distracted them and they've pulled away.
You should get some torpedoes while we can.
We're transitioning back. Sorry, say again?
So we should get
sorry.
some torpedoes while we
Confirm.
can.
Apologise.
Yeah. Regen if we're close to full energy.
Can't see shit. There we go. We've got company.
Transition back, please.
As they're coming about.
Full reverse would be faster.
Well, it's getting us some more energy, but
No, we need to go back for Saber. This is TSN Viper. CIC, as soon as we can locate Saber's life pods, we'll go over there and pick them up.
You're not going to win. Well, I suppose we're going to have to winch them in, aren't we?
Yep. This is TSN Viper to the crew of TSN Saber. You may have to help us grapple your life pods.
We are currently
Can I get
operating on
boost of warp?
silent running. Confirm we want to break silence.
Viper, this is Saber. We're
Yeah, break
kind of
silent.
crammed into life
Break
pods.
silent.
How do you suggest we do that?
See, I see they said they had a fix on something.
The transponders of the life pods.
Right.
Okay. Can you keep silence for a second? Oh, we appear to be on top of them. That was quick. Okay, let's maneuver ourselves on top of the life pods.
Negative, it was directed to Viper, but you are tied into communications.
CIC, your last transmission was garbled. Please repeat.
Stand by. We've got issues in the mainframe here.
Don't have time to stand by.
Assuming I picked up Life Pod 5.
I doubt
but
it did.
It will probably take a little while.
I mean, I flew right over it, but I imagine it has to be a shuttle that does it.
Yeah, we may have issues with CIC systems recognizing the reclamation of the life pod if it doesn't come through shuttle systems.
Can I get boost impulse?
Enemy fleets 15k away and closing.
CIC, please push through our sensor updates for life pod pickups. We're closing and grappling as hard as we can, but we have enemy inbound.
Viper, this is Saber. We're attempting to reverse the polarity of our shields so we might get attracted to you.
Good
10k.
Can I get boost impulse and then maneuvering?
Life pod 1 is grappled.
7k.
Alright, got them all. We're getting out of here. Echo 4?
Okay. No, go to Echo 2 Mark 1. Let's confuse them slightly.
Maria at normal warp for power?
Yes.
Normalizing warp. Now at maximum warp.
We'd like to welcome aboard the crew of the TSN Saber. Please bring your seat backs to the upright position.
We're in Echo 2 Mark 1.
Okay, go to silent running.
Yeah, I'm much happier now that I have one touch silent running.
Take us to 180.
In order to make Viper more attractive, we engage spear goggles.
Heading 180.
We didn't have to come and rescue you, you know.
Are you at impulse or warp?
Impulse.
In fact, we can't shove them back out the airlock.
Command to TSN Viper.
Coming, command.
It's going to be a slow, cold, and silent trek, but I think our Marines will be able to avoid the rather apathetic patrols in the next sector.
It's good to hear.
We need to get you back.
Yep. We're under silent running. As soon as we make transition, we'll go to maximum warp, and we'll close on the shipyard as quickly as we can and kill all emissions.
Saber crew, you can engage a Viper science screen if you want to see what's going on.
Just don't mess with my reticle.
Next up, we'll obviously
make it a
to
captain's
recover the
band.
wreck of the Saber.
Transition sectors.
Helm, engineering, prepare for best speed.
Helm, engine.
Right. Take us to
Echo
3 Mark 6.
Open mic, echo.
Zanster, you're echoing.
I am.
Okay. Warp 4. Engineering warp to 300%. Bearing 16.
50k out.
170, 175.
40. 30. 20. 15. 10. 7.
Guys, silent running.
No. There was a reason the 25% impulse protocols were instituted for the shipyard.
Can I get boost maneuvering?
Yeah, Viper is
All right,
well
we're
away
good.
from the border, in close proximity to the shipyard. We're shutting down all emissions.
Getting reading on science ship. Bravo 5 Mark 3.
Make sure you come in under the appropriate speeds.
Copy that, CIC.
Uh-huh.
Not used to going at warp 4.
I was giving you the countdown.
Yeah, and I still dropped it.
CIC, this is TSN Viper. With her advanced equipment aboard, is Sierra 24 confident she can stay under the radar all the way home?
It seems rather likely, Viper.
Okay, then we'll prepare
There's
to...
enough nebular clouds here that the enemy will have a hard time tracking us.
So that was
Then-
some sort of an ONI blue science vessel.
No, just an engineering team that does not want to die.
Okay, crews. Stand by to mothball systems. Prepare for disembark, but stand by for scramble.
Mr. Relic, I'm surprised with that accent that when you do your countdown, you don't go 25, 20,
It took me a long time to get out of that habit.
CIC, recommend that Lancer be made available for scramble if a rapid intercept is needed. Otherwise, we're standing down.
We're now docked.
Yay.
We're very glad to have you aboard our guests on Viper. Sorry about the circumstances. We'll go pick up your ride and polish up her chrome next time out. Okay.
Perfectly honest, I would doubt that there would be much left from how many drones, how many beams, how many people there were there.
Indeed.
We'll see what we can do. All right. Stand down, prepare to get some R&R. We will be meeting in the mission briefing room for shift debrief.
Probably not even the captain's coffee pot.
Meet you there in a moment. Dismissed.
Don't talk about broken coffee pots around the lieutenant commander.
You should fly the Lancer. We engage Warp 4 a lot.
At least I'll get practice then.
Yeah, when you guys dropped your Mayday, we had heavy damage to maneuvering and all the propulsion systems, and the front of the ship was red. I had the data display up. It was quite entertaining seeing all the dots appear.
Oh, because our commander had the bright idea to attach the science vessel to our ship.
It ended up working.
Hey, we got the science ship back, so our part of it went well.
I think it might have worked better if the positions were reversed and we were trying to draw the fleet away.
Step
Fleet
off my
captain
bridge.
on deck.
Captain on deck.
5 minutes. 5 minutes I step off for. You take it out and what happens?
Boom!
I offer no apologies.
Fleet captain, I believe we have all bridge crew available present now.
Alright, give me an update on that mission.
Where'd Saber go?
Yeah. The division fielded 2 ships, crossed over into Ulikai territory, identified and cut out the science vessel, but there were massive reinforcements on hand very quickly. We lost both shuttles in heavy enemy fire while trying to land Marines on the science vessel. We did get 1 team aboard and they were able to take control. Control was lost later. Both Saber and Viper took serious damage in keeping enemy forces away from the science vessel. Ultimately, we had to close with the science vessel again, grapple her, and take her to the edge of the sector. She was ungrappled and dispatched home. The other 2 vessels then attempted to deceive the enemy as to our location and return home. Saber was unable to keep them at a distance and suffered a number of system failures. I don't believe these were all combat related. I think some of them are ongoing effects of the Denobite degeneration. Viper was able to rescue their crew and bring her home. The science vessel is currently en route to the station in silent running and is probably not going to be detected.
So we gained 1 science vessel and lost 1 mainline vessel.
That's about the size of it.
That's going to seriously impact our capabilities in this area. I'm not quite sure if recovering 1 science vessel was quite worth it. Hopefully it will be. We'll have to see what happens. I think we're getting to the end of time.
Truly, it is the end of our time.
It's the end of Saber's time by the looks of it.
The end of time.
Senior officers will debrief in full between shifts. Duty officer, I'll hand over to you, unless there's nothing else from the senior officers.
I do have a question. When is the next shift?
The next official shift, I assume you mean.
The next 2 weeks are off.
The next formal duty shift will occur on stardate 5119-22.
That's correct. Yeah.
237.
Next shift, we'll have to stand down for all the Denobite stuff, and the shift after that as well. We'll keep in low operational modes for the time being as much as possible, and see if we can send out some light scouting parties to discover whether the Saber is recoverable at all.
Unofficial shifts next weekend and the week after.
Yep.
There might be some informal simulations among officers who are keen.
Alright. Duty officer then, I'll hand over to you.
Aye, sir. Officers of the Terran Stellar Navy, 2nd Space Fleet, 4th Light Division, you are dismissed.
Good flying, everyone. So yes, next 2 shifts are informal. If you'd like to show up and just, mess
Make
around.
it to the galley.
Also, yes.
Good point.
Good flying.
User disconnected from your channel.
I suppose it might be a good
from your channel.
opportunity
User
to do
disconnected
some
from your
unofficial
channel.
things with the modern test.
User
Right,
disconnected
Sam
from your
Maps.
channel.
Wow. Look into that. Since I should be a little bit more free over that period.
User
Ooh, are you
disconnected from your
are you
channel.
gonna put the bumper stickers on the ships for me?
Yui's been disappointed with the lack of those bumper stickers.
I have said I am not putting targets for you to aim at, Yui.
So from what you said, there will be someone to run a server over the next 2 weeks, will there?
Good question.
What do you think, Matt?
I can't commit 100%, but it's extremely likely that I can be around.
I think
And
I
if-
should.
And if I can't be around, if somebody confirms that people want it, I can schedule it to be available. But we need somebody with admin login.
For the last 2 years, there's been people here wanting to play, so I don't imagine why this year would be any different.
Well, what's the dates of it? It's the 22nd, isn't it?
And the 29th, yes.
On the 29th, so actually they're not, because hasn't one like fallen on Christmas Eve on the 24th?
Yes.
So the
Wasn't that last year?
22nd is still a couple of days before anyway, isn't it? And I'll probably be here then.
Fair enough.
We could come, Maxine, how much lead time do you need to confirm?
Oh, not a lot, as long as it's, 12 hours is plenty.
Alright, okay.
Probably,
yeah, I'm thinking
probably less than that, actually.
Minutes, hours, days.
Yeah. No, even an hour or two, I can do it remotely from my mobile console.
Something we can do if we make some sort of poll or like sign up thing or something, we can figure out how many people we'll actually have for each shift and figure out if we want to run anything or not.
You're assuming though that people actually reply and don't
well,
just turn up.
If you do it on Discord, it will give at least an idea that some people might be about.
Mm-hmm.
It gives
And if we
a
get more
minimum
than
number
that-
which might be useful, but it doesn't give an upper limit because there are people like Greybeard who aren't on Discord, and because
Yeah.
we don't do it regularly, you don't know what the turnout is going to be.
Well, one or
But
two,
it gives
a
a
couple
minimum.
of people isn't that big a deal as long as we know we've got, I'd say, at least 5. That gives us something to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, last year I think it was 3 or 4 ships to run on the Christmas Eve one. At least 3.
3 or 4 ships. I remember those days. But yeah, I'll probably put a poll out closer to next shift. I won't be here, mind you, but I can at least share the results.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, plan all that. I'm gonna step away. Hope you all have a fantastic week.
Alright.
Cheers.
See ya.
So,
User disconnected from your channel.
And thus concludes the Terran Stellar Navy Community Game of December 15th, 2018. May or may not attend the next 2 unofficial shifts on, as they say, the 22nd and 29th, but I expect I will. But, well, we will resume our normal scheduling. This is UE Admiral, signing out. Mirab with sails unfurled.